Fred Flintstone rolled around on his rough stone bed. He couldn't get up. His mattress was cold and hard, and furthermore, a large bird was squawking at him while his neurons raced in his head like his mother-in-law running from a Tyrannosaurus for dear life. He had purchased that bird as an alarm, and it did its job well. Unfortunately, Fred didn't want to do its job at all. Irritated and full-tempered, Fred yanked off the already damaged bottom right corner of his bed and flung it straight between the bird's eyes. That solved the problem, and brought Fred several hours before his feet touched a cold stone floor. Everything the house was cold. It was the middle of a harsh winter, and his neighbors had fallen sick, many even to their deaths. Bedrock's population had fallen hundreds, and there was little hope for the pestilences to end. Even his friend Barney Rubble was infected to the point that he would simply vomit up whatever he ate. He passed away, and his wife Betty hung herself in her closet the following day. Fred walked into the kitchen and greeted his daughter Pebbles and his wife Wilma. Wilma was slaving over the stove as usual, but she could not cook anything. Apparently, she was having difficulty starting a fire. This did not make Fred a happy camper, as he wanted his breakfast and knew he was already late for work. "Okay, you fucking bitch," Fred began, after his initial greetings. "I married you to make you my bitch. And what do? Nothing. You do absolutely fucking nothing. You don't cook, you don't clean, and you don't know how to start a fucking fire. We're not going to starve because of your fucking laziness, you slimy cunt." Wilma broke an empty vodka bottle over the stove and turned around to face Fred to retaliate. Her eyes were burning red, and it didn't take more than a second for her to stab Fred right in his fat gut. Fred responded with roaring obscenities and punched her in the face as hard as his middle-aged bones would let him, causing Wilma to fall to the floor in both emotional and physical pain. All of these sounds and hostilities made Pebbles cry bloody murder. "All right, you little fucking rat," Fred began. "You whine almost as loud as your stupid fucking mom. Fuck, I hate you almost as much as I hate her. After I kill her, you're going to the orphanage and you ain't never seeing me again." Fred walked to the front room of the house, picked up his favorite club, and returned to his motionless wife. He proceeded to bash his wife's head until the oozing was convincing enough. Fred put his ear to her chest. She was dead all right, but his daughter continued to whine. Fred didn't want any of the living in the neighborhood to hear her cries, or those of the animals in the house, such as the telephone and the vacuum. Barney's son Bam Bam, who Fred adopted for the sake of his dead best friend, suddenly entered the room. He didn't seem to care about the dead body or the other child who was now crying at a record level, which wasn't that much of a feat, considering that humanity had just started recording such things. Bam Bam made his way to Fred, who was smiling. "Son, you are strong. You possess physical strength beyond even people my age. I will make you a warrior. You will have all the women, money, and alcohol in the world. You and me together, kid. You and me." Bam Bam proceeded to pick Fred up, then slam him to the ground 566 times. Fred didn't have much time to object. In what seemed to me no time, his skull was shattered in many pieces, and his organs and blood littered the floor like a sea of humanity. Bam Bam shrugged and went to the refrigerator for a bite to eat. Dr. Foster of the Chicago Museum of Ancient Civilizations was almost finished reading on the origin of species when his assistant, Frank, casually walked into the room and disturbed him. Hey, Doc, we just found proof that the mass media don't mean bullshit.